Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Ahmad Firawan Isa. My metric number is J20A0501. Okay, so today we will discuss about global warming. What is global warming? Global warming is climate change, aka global warming. It's a term used for the observed century scale rise in the average temperature of the Earth's climate system and its related effects. Scientists are more than 95% certain that nearly all of global warming is caused by increasing concentration of greenhouse gases and other human-caused emissions. So, here a few suggestions would be most effective in dealing with the problem of rising temperature. Okay, so my point is ensure more trees are planted. Alright, we are encouraged to take the initiative to plant trees in their homes, as it is the most effective strategy to reduce the effect of climate change, which is global warming. Besides being able to create a greener and more beautiful environment, ensure more trees are planted. When more trees are planted, the temperature rise can be reduced. This is due to the fact that planting new trees can help absorb carbon dioxide from the air, thus reducing the effect of greenhouse gases. We all know that photosynthesis seems to be a simple process, but it is an important process. Trees and forests can affect the climate, which in turn affect the weather. Climate change is an important issue not only for us, but also for future generations who will inherit this beautiful planet. We hope that by doing so, we will be able to attract more flora and fauna to this degraded area. We can also see the Air Hitam Forest Reserve in Puchong, where the surrounding area is cooler and the nearby residents benefit from the forest reserve. The Forest Research Institute of Malaysia, FRIM, has studied that climate change is an important issue because it happened very quickly. So environmental protection measures such as planting more trees and new trees need to be enhanced. We are also well aware that with the development of technology, various cropping techniques can be practiced, no matter whether one lives in the city in the village. There are several planting techniques that can overall the problem of lack of space to plant trees. Those who do not have land can also cultivate even in limited areas. Although planting trees seems trivial, but if everyone does it, it's not impossible that the impact of global warming in the future can be reduced. Mitigation measures need to be taken to reduce the impact of global warming phenomena and tree planting initiative proactive measure that can address the threat of global warming, as natural ecosystem affected by the effect of climate change can be restored with increase in the number of trees. Green areas, in fact, this effort is seen to reduce the carbon footprint, and the higher the value of the carbon footprint index. The higher the concentration of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, the carbon footprint is the amount of greenhouse gases produced from each human activity, directly or indirectly. Calculating the carbon footprint can help identify measures that can reduce the impact on the environment. FRIM has the expertise to calculate the carbon footprint in addition to offering the service to an organization to calculate their carbon footprint and thus encourage community involvement in addressing climate change and carbon emission reduction, which has a high ability in absorbing CO2. He also explained that increased greenhouse gas emissions from various human activities, such as burning fossil fuels for heat and energy, deforestation, cultivation of crops and livestock, as well as the production of some industrial product continue to contribute to climate change. According to him, climate change involves weather patterns that change suddenly and leave long-term effects such as rising sea levels and the frequency of extreme weather phenomena such as floods and drought. Thank you. So I will pass to the next presenter.
My point here is optimizing the factory's operations. Greener, more energy efficient operation tend to reduce the amount of pollution a factory generates. Companies can optimize different parts of their operation to save energy, thus reducing the facility's overall emissions. Destroying pollutants before they enter the atmosphere. Factory operators can also employ abatement mechanisms that help destroy VOCs, HAP, and other pollutants before they enter the environment. Different abatement techniques are efficient for specific types of pollutions, so you need to evaluate your operation to find the ideal technique. Four of the most commonly used abatement techniques include regenerative thermal oxidizer, known as RTOs. Regenerative thermal oxidizers employ high temperatures to destroy pollution before they are released into the environment. The energy of the actual industrial operation is used in the abatement process whenever possible, which involves a network of high efficiency heat exchangers.
Sorry need for interrupt. National Pollution Prevention Policy. A national policy has been developed under the Pollution Prevention Law. Pollution should be avoided or reduced wherever possible. Pollution should be recycled wherever possible. Pollution that cannot be prevented or recycled should be managed as safely as possible. Disposal or another environment really should be used only as a last option and should be done safely. How can education help save our planet? The connection between education, climate change, and saving life on land and underwater are complex. While education is needed to make people more aware of the damage due to human activity on natural ecosystem, Ecology imbalance and climate change relate crises prevent individuals from enjoying their right to education. Millions of students miss school due to climate change crisis, famine, mortality, and displacement caused by disaster such as landslide and wildfire are only some of the effects that may be seen year after the incident.
Thank you, my fellow friends. My opinion is allocating funds for more research on global warming. The world community can also create a special fund to fund all science projects that do research to find a way to solve this problem of global warming. This fund should be contributed by all countries without much further because the faster this money is collected, the faster research project can be carried out to find a solution. All such research projects should cover all the possibilities that are expected to occur and be joined by scientists around the world to get the right result. Indeed, such fundraising efforts are able to foster a high spirit of cooperation as well as able to create a variety of quality research projects in a short period of time.
Sorry, Aisha, I want to interrupt. Here, I want to add my point here. From your point, sooner we collected the money, sooner research projects can be carried out to find a solution, right? From that, we can do a lot of activities, such as investment in climate change, mitigation or adaptation measures, development of knowledge, products, and service related to climate change, and also facilitating knowledge management activities, including regional conferences and workshops. From this, it may qualify for the fund supports. This is all. Thank you.
Conclusion is the most effective proposal in tackling the problem of global warming is when more trees are planted, the temperature rise can be reduced. This is due to the fact that planting new trees can help absorb carbon dioxide from the air. We hope that by doing so, we will be able to attract more flora and fauna to this degraded area.